Hey guys, good morning and welcome to Trinity's training page. Got the video camera by myself again today. Nikki has gone off to a church retreat for a couple days, so you guys will just have to bear with me here. We're going back to getting Trinity on this force fetch table here, continuing with our force fetch. We're going to start out this morning by doing just a little bit of hold reps here. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Give. Remember, we want to keep that paint roller from moving and have the dog move away from the paint roller. Sit. Also, we've introduced Trinity to the ear pinch. Sit. Good girl. Give. Alright, got a couple reps of hold in there this morning, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to some ear pinch with Trinity. We got our fingers on the button, so to speak. So let's put a little pressure there. Atta girl. Remember, when she starts to open up there, we're going to give her a little praise. Put the bumper in her mouth. Give. Just looking for that little change of demeanor, and you can actually see she's actually a girl. She's actually started kind of coming around to the bumper a little bit. Sit. Good. Sit. Praise her and pet her with the roller in her mouth. Good. Give. Making the right thing easy and the wrong thing hard. There you go. You see that little change in demeanor there? That's a good girl. Yeah, good. That's not too bad for the second day on this ear pinch. Good girl. Good girl. A little mud in her coat there. Give. Atta girl. You notice I gave her a little bit more slack today. Good. A little pressure on her there. Starting to open up a little bit. Atta girl. Get a little whine going on there. The way I apply my pressure is a lot of guys just give it everything they got right off the bat. Give. That'd be the same difference as just getting your collar out and putting it on a 7 on a high and then just burning them and saying sit, okay? That's not the way we want this to work. What we want to do is we want to give her a constant amount of pressure and give her a second or two to react to that, and if that's not the reaction we want, we can turn the pressure up or down. Give. Simply by either letting off or putting more pressure on here. Alright, I'm going to start introducing the fetch command now. As soon as I put the pressure on, I'm going to give the command fetch, fetch, fetch. Atta girl. Okay, guys, every time you hear me say fetch, I'm increasing that intensity of that pressure a little bit. Sit. Give. Good. Here. Fetch. Fetch. That's a good girl. Guys, you can see she's starting to already move toward this roller. When I give her I'm giving her, I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm giving her about a 4. I guess you would say about a 4 to start with on the pressure, and then probably increasing maybe to a 5 on the next time I say the word. Fetch. Fetch. Good. Right there I went to a 5. Atta girl. Good. I want to try to use the least amount of pressure here. Sit. Possible. Give. After all, we want to be friends when this is done, right? Fetch. 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 Atta girl. She's actually starting to open her mouth now a little bit. Also, she's raised her paw there a little bit. She's trying to figure out how to turn this off. So she's not quite sure exactly yet what I'm asking of her, but she's getting the idea. Give. Good. My goal today, my invisible goal, I should say today, would be to try to get her to go ahead and open up without me having to touch her nose with this bumper. Sit. Sit. Fetch. Fetch. Atta girl. See, we've already reached our goal here, so again, we're going to move on past our goal a little bit. Now I'm starting to sit. Sit. Now I'm starting to give. To say the word fetch and then wait a fraction of a second, maybe a half a second, and if she don't give me some response to the word, which she's not going to because she's not compliant to that yet, but I want to give her about a half a second and then put the pressure on, and that way she learns to beat the pressure, so to speak. Here. Fetch. 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 Good. She'll learn pretty quick that foot is not going to get her any relief from this ear pressure. Sit. 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 Lots of tapping on that bumper. Sit. 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 Give. That's a good girl. Sit. Sit. Fetch. 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 That's a good girl. All right, she's starting to move a little bit now. Good girl here. Give. Atta girl. Wrap that chain up there and get that out of the way. Good girl. I'm going to get about 2 more reps in with her, and we're going to call it a day on this one. Fetch. Fetch. Atta girl. Right there, guys. Sit. You seen Trinity try to move forward there? Sit. Sit. That was a no pressure for about a second as I seen her start to move. Sit. Sit. No, no. No, no. Sit. Sit. Give. Sit. Fetch. 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 Atta girl. Sit. Alright guys, right there I went to about a 7 on a scale from 1 to 10. One more and I think we're going to be done for the day with this little girl on this sports fetch table. Give. Atta girl. What a good dog here. Fetch. Fetch. Alright guys, I didn't give any pressure right there until you heard me say the second fetch. Alright. Good. Here. Sit. Give. Sit. Well guys, I think that's a pretty good session for us right there. We had some forward progress, and that's what we're looking for in each session, is we want to move forward just a little bit. Today I got a couple of her repetitions went like she was opening her mouth as soon as I said the word, not necessarily reaching for the bumper, but going in the head and dropping the jaw, and that's showing me that she is understanding what we are asking of her. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll keep this thing going, and before you know it, we're going to have ourselves a well-trained retriever.